Coverage.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. It's that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in it, she just made a big. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my they say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. Harvest getting bigger, they all froze. I release my soul, now they taking pictures. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 545, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She chill with the G's, then she know it. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 545, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She racing to me like an athlete. She chill with the G's, then she know it. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah, I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Young now to throw right away. Quick throw, taken in. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Young. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Glad McConkey the one he was looking for. And it'll be 3rd down. We'll try to run for it with Harris. Najee Harris inside the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Chargers. That his first touchdown of the new year. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. It'll be back up now to start this drive. Herbert going to throw on this first play. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting and waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
On play action, it's Herbert. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The extra point is good. Panthers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On second down, Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Blackmon.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. On play action now, Herbert. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing, and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Panther first down. Set. Set. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. Give him 27, and it's first and goal.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball, so...
The ball comes out. Oh, no, this goes through the end zone. Did he lose it now before crossing the plane? It looks like they say he did. So this is the rule that always brings up a lot of debate. This winds up a touchback, a turnover, and the opponents take over at the 20-yard line. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. A second down throw for Young. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. They'll give it to Harris again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. first and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. That is a big play for L.A. 35 yards. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Conklin goes in motion. On play action, Young. This one caught at the 4. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, L.A. Well, the play fake gets its job done, and so too does the tight end. Always a great target down there, as you know, Greg, near the end zone.
And this is where, Mike, so many tight ends do their damage. Down here in the goal line where the threat of run gets so much attention. And oftentimes it just takes the slightest hesitation by a defender. You see a tight end pop wide open, and in this case, results in the touchdown.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Shaggy little beast, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Shaggy little beast, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Shaggy little beast, wanna see some more?
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune, they can't let that go none. I'm doing so much, that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the I put the girl in the top T. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flop to the stands, cause my eye always watching. I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I say loser, loser, loser. Why the always coming at the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
That's how I be happy. Just for all my not abandoned. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah.
Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Young on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Young working from the gun. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Go.
Herbert throwing right away. Hits him on the out route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He'll get this to ETN. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He puts some power on a deep one left. Brought in inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
They'll run here on 1st down. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. The rookie from Florida in on that stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. They're going for it, Young. He connects downfield on 4th. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. 1st down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Chargers.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they are thinking points. They'll try and punch it in. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Harris will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chargers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, Try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time around.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Jackson now to return it. And that hit is going to freeze him at the spot. He got stuck right at the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Ready.
Herbert from the gun. That's taken in by Etienne. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And now they face second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be down close to the 35 as he goes out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Herbert throwing again. Connects on the crosser. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said of how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
From the red zone now. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms, but it slips through. Second down coming up.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Herbert to throw once more. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Etienne on third down. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
Win the early battle. Give a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Hubbard. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he will take this across. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Extra point try is good by Wright. And And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
This is Harris on 2nd down. Has a lane past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They're set up at the 35 now. To the air on 1st down. Young. Jump off caught by his back. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And the Panthers in the nickel set. 3rd down coming. Let's go now. Young throwing here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now. And that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Trying to run in, Harris. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw. Here's Young. Dumped off to his running back. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. He's got him, that's McMillan. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a first down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. From the left side. Prater puts it through. And they've taken back the lead. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down, and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Jackson now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll get it up to the 44. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
On 3rd down, Herbert. the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow the lead coming out of halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Finds him on the slant. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. New set of downs for him from the 46. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't. The defense, too.
On 2nd and 10, Young. He finds McConkey. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Out of the gun, Young. Caught, nice gain left side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Young to throw it. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Play action now, Young. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked up by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. ETN on the catch. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina 1st.
Set.
Herbert now, blitz coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And he got this close to midfield before going out. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers take a 3-possession lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. They give to Harris from the gun. And he has him a small chunk of yards up to the 42. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Second and 3. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try to run it with Harris. And this one doesn't go far. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They're going for it. Young. Short pass brought in. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
To the air on 1st down. Young. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He throws a bullet to this, and oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
Second and 6 coming up here. They just get the play off. Has it downfield, working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked by Alohi Gilman.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Offense in the hurry up here. They send a man in motion. Young on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense up to the line fast. From the 27. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to stop the clock at will. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Young on the play action. He puts everything behind this one. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. From the red zone now. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Working quickly here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They motion the tight end over. Young on 3rd and goal. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it could be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. Through the defense it goes, root to burn. Into the red zone. And he's gonna go. It's a pick 6. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. Yeah, no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff or going 100+ for a pick 6. Wow.
Right there to tack on the point after. And the Panthers make it a 24-point ball game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Young back to it after the pick. Finds McConkey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! Oh, boy, they were very lucky to get a chance to tackle him there. Even luckier that they forced that fumble on what was an incredible run.
Quarterbacks do a lot of ball security drills in the pocket, spend a lot of practice time, but not out in the open field. Well, not until next week when that QB is going to get a little lesson on the practice field.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers nearing their first win of the season. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Herbert to throw once more. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Herbert throwing again. He'll get this to Etienne. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now Herbert again. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
It's Herbert once more. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Panthers keep running away with this. Right on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. That's complete. completed right side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Trying to set this up quick. Out of the gun, Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Another try following the sack. He finds McConkey. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
One final shot here. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Mike Williams, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
And that one is through, so take a final point off of what's still a pretty big lead as this game comes to a close. So the Panthers pick up the win here. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.